So Jordan, your manager has just admitted that he loves you. It's quite a bold statement from him, but you're doing the business out on the pitch, and that's obviously giving you the big thumbs up.
Yeah, I suppose I should say I love him too, otherwise I might get dropped. No, since he's come in, he's been really good to me, Russ. Even when he was there as a player, I was always kind of going to him, and we used to sit in the jacuzzi before games, away trips, and we'd chat about football and stuff, and it was just good to kind of pick his brains, and because obviously he's played at the highest level, so I just tried to learn where I can, really. So now he's the manager. It's obviously even better because he sees the game now through a manager's point of view, so he doesn't have that kind of selfish aspect when he was a player. So he's just trying to help everyone where he can. So yeah, it's really, really good to have him as the manager. It's obviously nice words that he said about me. But yeah, everyone feels the same, to be honest, about him. Since he's come in, everyone's really enjoyed it. Obviously, it's the same with performances are picked up and points are starting to now be put on the board. And I think that just comes with an enjoyable environment, really.
We've spoken to you quite a lot about this role that you're playing. We've noticed week on week it seems that another player is sent to mark you. I think it's now up to 3 players who get dragged in. Do you thrive on that sort of attention that you're getting? Because it's obviously the idea, and that's the system working, isn't it? Yeah,
I think me and Luke always have chats before games about what kind of the opponent might do to kind of upset my kind of style and put me off my game. So for me, it is pleasing when I come off the pitch and someone has kind of tried to man mark me in that position, because it just shows I'm doing something right. I think if a game went by where a team wasn't trying to do something, I don't think I'd be doing my job properly, because at the end of the day, most of our play has to come through me, so I need to be doing my job, and if I'm doing my job properly, then teams are going to be worried about myself. But it comes hand in hand with everything, with the boys at the back doing the business as well, and the lads up top also keeping that threat. But yeah, it's obviously nice to have that bit of pressure, but obviously it is pressure as well. It's going to be difficult, and I've just got to kind of be one step ahead of the opponent and think what they might be trying to do to stop me getting on the ball, etc. So I've got to be one step ahead and hopefully carry that on for the season. The
man just said that you're a very humble guy, but how do you rate your performances at the moment? And it's fine to say 9 out of 10.
Good. No, I think the last kind of, I'd say probably 4 to 6 weeks, I've really kicked on kind of another level to what I've been doing, but it's nothing that I know I can't do, and I know there's still better performances. I want to, coming off the pitch, I want to be kind of every week like the Bristol Rovers game. I want to be dictating games like that, and I know I can do that. I know the system now suits me a lot more. I've got a manager now that really believes in me and vocalises that as well, which is good for myself. So yeah, it's pleasing. I feel like I'm doing well, but there's also a lot of things I can do better.
We've seen form at Stadium MK pick up massively. Now 2 big away days. It's time to turn that around away from home, isn't it?
Yeah, our home form's been pretty decent through the season, but our away form's been very poor, to be honest. It's something that we need to change. We just need to keep trying to pick up some points away from home, and then it will put us in a good steady place. I don't know if that's, maybe we need to change our outlook on the game going into it, or I'm not sure, but it's something we'll look at. But yeah, it's definitely something we need to improve on, because it's been poor our away form. So hopefully that can change with these 2 games, big games with teams that are around us, or we'd like to claw back into it and kind of move back up the table. So yeah, it's going to be tough.
Do you still see MK Dons in a relegation fight? I mean, it's 9 points clear of the drop zone, and you're closer to Gillingham in 12th place.
Yeah, we can't get complacent. I think the way the season's gone, it's not how we'd want it to have done. So I think we can't get complacent and just drop off it now and think 9 points, because it can easily turn around. This league is a strange league. Like, everyone can beat everyone almost. So you never know. Someone could put a run together and then you're back in it, and then you're trying to fight your performances, getting back, and so we just need to stick to it, keep plugging away, and then hopefully we'll pull further away.
Speaking of plugging away, it was very much a plugging away performance against Shrewsbury in the first game of the season, wasn't it? Are you expecting a similar sort of battle at their place on Saturday?
Yeah, I'd imagine so. I watched their game against Liverpool at their place. I thought they did really well. Obviously, they posed a lot of threats to them, and especially towards the end, they brought some of the big guns on as well, and they still couldn't get the win. So they did really well there. They've got a lot of threats, strong at the back as well, and they cause, with the formation as well, it could cause us a few problems. But yeah, we'll look at that stuff during the week, and there'll be problems to overcome, and hopefully we can do that.
Does it add a little bit more spice to it that you could jump them in the table if you win on Saturday?
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely something we'd look at. It's another incentive for us to do that. But it's going to be a tough game. Like you say, 2 tough away games, but both teams that we see ourselves kind of pitching them against them and looking to overtake them eventually in the table, and hopefully we can climb back up to where we should be, really.